Today, 4 immortal kings are gonna fight for their kingdoms. So how's it gonna work is we have 4 different kings. We have Frank for the humans, Cole for the elves, Theo for the dwarves, and Joe for the orcs. And so all of them are gonna start out with nothing. So as you can see, this guy just has nothing to his name. He's just kind of a loser. But basically, we're gonna give every king 1,000 years just to kind of beef themselves up, get better weapons, hopefully get some better traits, and then we're gonna send them all to the arena,
where they will fight to the death.
Whichever king survives the longest in the arena will win and will nuke all the other kingdoms. All right, so go ahead and hit play. I do want to beef up the kings with a few traits to begin with, just to make sure that they actually do make it to year 1000. So maybe we'll give them like giant regeneration, blessed veteran, and that should be good. All right, go ahead and make it rain on everyone really quick and let the games begin. I also kind of want to spawn different enemies like every so often. With Key GUI, this mod, you can like trigger disasters, which I think could make it interesting if we spawn like demons and bandits and different things, just so they have the chance to maybe get like a pretty OP weapon. I think it'll just add a little bit extra spice. All right, Frank's off to a good start. He found a pretty nice stick here. +2 damage, +21 attack speed, +25 critical chance. This is one good stick. And Cole, so far, no stick, but he'll get there. Also, is this glitched? Why does he look like he's like cut in half? Where is his stomach? Oh, you know what it is? It's actually the pixels are like the same color as the background. So it just looks like it, because his arms are also like kind of floating here. Oh, okay, Theo's got an even better stick, +30% critical chance. So far, I think he's in the lead. He's also got 538 health. Joe's got an okay stick. It's not the best I've seen, but you know, he's trying his best out here. All right, I want to see what the technologies are at, because I want to see, I feel like that's going to be a really big part of this whole game. So we got the humans are starting to make weapons. They got house tier 1. Yeah, and then you got everyone else, I think, just has house tier 1 and weapon production. So the humans are actually in the lead right now. Or I should say Frank is in the lead. Okay, year 25. We got Joe up to 85, Frank 73, Cole 67, and Theo 72. Though I guess the populations don't super matter for this, except for, I guess, like having more workers to get them more resources or whatever. And then as far as technologies go, we got Frank and Cole in the lead here. Level 5, house tier 2, weapon production. They are getting swords next, so that's gonna be really good. Then we got Cole already has swords. So I'm curious if their king has a sword now, or if he still has his nice stick. He did have a pretty good stick. I guess it's a new stick. Curvy Deravishka. All right, going fast forward again. I don't really want to spawn any enemies until I think year 100, just because I don't want any of the kings to die like too early. All right, year 50, world population is up to 1,000 population. Frank is number 1 as far as technology goes. They have mining efficiency, which I think will be good. Swords and spears, I guess, are next. Okay, Cole, I think, is actually making some pretty smart moves. They have armor production and they have mines. So they're gonna be able to get like full sets of armor pretty early. Oh crap, okay, Joe's on to copper. No way, and bronze next. I mean, I guess it must just be, I don't know, like an orc thing? Because I don't feel like I've ever seen a kingdom get copper this early. That's crazy. Okay, then Theo, they're getting armor, so that's good. They have swords. Okay, I'm curious, let's look at Joe, because I wonder if he has anything better now. I guess not, but I'm sure they're gonna get him some copper stuff pretty soon. Theo, how's Theo doing? Still with his stick. Cole's still on his stick. And then we got Frank is the first one to get a stone sword, actually, which funny enough doesn't seem like that much better than all the sticks that everyone has, but it's still pretty good. It has +42 attack speed, which is pretty OP. So he's up to 103 attack speed. Okay, year 100, world population is up to 3,200, and very curious to see where everyone's at. So we got Frank still with his cool sword, and Cole, where are you, Cole? I'm gonna be bad and destroy this house because I want to see what Cole's up to. Oh, Cole, look at you go. Okay, he's got copper helm, copper breastplate, and iron boots, and still here with his trusty old stick. Let's see how Theo's doing, because the dwarves last we looked had some pretty good tech. You can see they're like mining a bunch of minerals here, and you got King Theo with leather armor, which is pretty good, but I'm sure they're getting a lot of resources with the mines they have. I mean, they have a lot of gold, they have some stone and some common metals, a little bit of mithril here, so I mean, they might be able to make some stuff. Actually surprised they don't have more. They must have been using it for the boats or something, I'm not really sure. Then Joe, surprisingly still just has his stick. Huh, that's very surprising. I think because they had copper and bronze last we checked. So we can look at this again. Frank, I guess, is up to silver already. They got axes, hammers, spears, swords. Cole is up to silver as well. They are kind of lacking on what weapons they have, though. They only have swords, but it looks like they're going to get spears next. Then you got Joe is up to silver, hammers and swords. And Theo is, I guess, doesn't have any better materials. So maybe I was thinking of the wrong kingdom. So I think like everyone's up to silver except for Theo. Rip Theo. But it's year 100. I think it'd be fun if we spawned something. So what I'm thinking is we'll start a little bit smaller. Maybe we'll start with a couple bandits, and see what happens with that. Okay. For some reason, they all spawned in the arena. So let's get them out of there. Dang, does it really spawn this many? I only clicked it twice. There's like so many bandits. And there they go. Them and their bombs. Oh yeah, I guess we don't have armies turned on. That's probably important. Okay, well, this might be a problem. Okay, we got a few bandits in Frank's empire here, but I think they're gonna take care of them. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think everyone got some better weapons from that. All right, year 150. Let's see how everyone's doing. Frank is still with his trusty old toothpick. He's got full leather armor now. Oh, bro, my guy Cole. Bro is killing it right now. He's got full iron now. Iron boots, chest plate, helmet, a spear, I guess, and a ring. Bruh, and he's got 56% armor, 167 critical chance. He's just an absolute Chad. And even their armies like are pretty outfitted with some good weapons. I'm seeing some steel here, or some iron, I mean. But to be fair, we have 2 more kings to look at. I got fingers crossed for Theo that he's caught up a little bit. Kind of. He's doing better than he was 50 years ago, but not by much. He's got a bone amulet, leather armor, and a wood sword, which is a pretty good wood sword, to be fair. Plus 56 attack speed is really good. So his attack speed, and I think speed as well, is better than Cole. To be fair though, you know, it's only year 150. They've got plenty of time to catch up. And then Joe over here just doesn't even need armor. All he needs is his trusty axe, the Iron Edge. I assume by now the kingdom should all be pretty advanced. Frank is level 41. They're up to steel. They got all the weapons except for a bow. Cole's still at silver, all the weapons except for bows. Joe is up to silver as well. And you know what? I just realized they don't actually have the technology to make armor. So that is, I mean, obviously, but that's why Joe still doesn't have any armor. And then you got Theo is up here. Still no better materials, but they are working on these rare knowledges, which are pretty OP. They get kind of a defense bonus, max level, and productivity of weapons. And then it looks like they're also going to be upping their production of armor. So at least once they get better materials, they should be able to outfit their king with it pretty quick. Okay, year 260. I meant to stop at year 250, but whatever. Let's see how everyone's doing. I assume everyone should be at max cultures at this point. Well, besides Joe, that is. But Frank is level 63. So he's maxed out, got every material, every weapon, all 6 different rare knowledges. Then Joe is still on silver, does not have bows yet. Then we got Theo is a little bit behind, but not too much. He's got 5 different rare knowledges. He's got every weapon. He is still a little bit behind as far as new materials go, but he's pretty much got everything else. Looks like he has copper. He's moving on to bronze next. So you know what? He's trying his best. Let's take a look at what the kings actually look like now. All right, let's go Frank. He's starting to look pretty OP. His sword is called Soul of Frank. Exceptional faceplate. Splendid Pluto, bloody moccasins, field. It's just called field for some reason. All right, but everything's looking pretty good. He's got 43 to 54 damage, 50% armor, 185% critical chance. I'm like, I don't know, does that actually make sense? Because wouldn't 100% technically be the most? Because that would mean you're getting critical chance every time. I don't know. I don't know how it all works. But our boy Cole, who is hiding in this house here, is, I guess, has similar stuff. He hasn't moved on from steel yet. So he's got full steel armor, an iron spear, which is interesting. 25 to 36 damage, so a little bit less than Frank. But he does have higher critical chance, if that matters, higher speed, and I think their armor is pretty much the same. I think Frank's was, what, 49%? But Cole does have just a chonky amount of health. All right, Theo, how are you doing over here? Okay, he's not doing too bad. He's got full copper, it looks like, but even still, his stuff is pretty good. He's got 938 health, up to 55 damage, which is good. 35 armor, 100% critical chance, and then 127 attack speed. But at this point, I think I'm mostly scared for Joe, honestly. Yep, he's still with his trusty old iron axe, classic Joe. I think they even have the technology to make armor now. Unless they're just making axes. What is going on? Their like entire army just has axes, and it's all iron axes too. That's so funny. I don't know what they figured out how to make really good axes, and that's just all they do now. All right, it is year 250 or 260, so I do want to spawn something. I don't want to do aliens yet, but maybe we'll do, I don't know, is the Necromancer gonna mess everything up? Is he just gonna turn everyone into skeletons or something? We'll try a couple of those. Okay, we got a couple. Oh, they spawn at the mines, and then they just spawn a bunch of like skeletons here. So this is in Theo's base, and I think this guy's almost down. Oh yeah, here comes the army. Okay, I think they took care of him and the skeletons, so they got a little bit better loot. I don't feel like a lot's happening now, so I think we'll go straight till like year 400 next. Year 400, now the technologies should be maxed, at least close. All right, well, we pretty much know what everyone has. Just want to look at Joe. All right, so he finally did end up getting armor production. He's up to Adamantine, and then he's got 3 rare knowledges. Kind of curious, does anyone know how these work? How is it that they only can get 3 out of 3, whereas like Frank has 6 out of 6? Is it just when they max out their culture, or is there actually something in here that like makes it so they get more? Also, this tab I don't think I've ever looked at before. You can actually see all the people in a culture. That's very interesting. All right, well, I just saw Frank. Let's take a look at what he's doing these days. He is up to 2,000 health. He's got pretty much the same loot as he had before, but 2,000 health, 202% critical chance, about the same damage he had, and a little bit more attack speed, I think. A little bit more speed and attack speed. And then Coley Boy, I think pretty much the same. It's just slightly better steel stuff, I think, that both of them have. Cole's actually got more health than Frank now. 178 critical chance, 120 speed, and still not like super crazy damage. So hopefully he can get some more. And then Theo over here, uh-oh. So far, it's not looking super great. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. He's up to 34 or almost 3,500 health. 6 to 63 damage. How does that even happen? Yeah, his weapon like doesn't do a lot of damage, but I think his critical chance just makes it so he has the chance to get 63 damage, which is pretty funny. It's like very high risk, high reward, I guess. His other stats aren't super incredible, but that health is just absolutely wild. And fingers crossed, Joe has changed his ways. Okay, he's catching up to everyone else. He's got some steel stuff, adamantine boots. No way, so he's actually the first one to get something that's adamantine. 48 to 70 damage, 196% critical chance. So yeah, I think he's definitely catching up. And the fact that he's the only one with adamantine, I think is a pretty good sign that maybe he'll be like fully outfitted with adamantine by year 1000. Everyone else in his empire are still pretty crazy about these axes, though. It seems like everyone still like mostly just has axes. All right, go ahead and keep fast forwarding. And year 600, let's see how our boys are doing. Frank is in here somewhere. There he is. Ooh, I'm seeing some adamantine stuff. So he's got an adamantine sword, full steel armor, which I guess he had before. And now he's up to 2,688 health, which is definitely super high, but I'm pretty sure Theo has more. I think Theo has like 3,600 or something, right? Yeah, it's cool to see Frank getting some adamantine stuff. And then Cole over here. So he's a little bit behind Frank. He has about the same amount of health, but his critical chance is definitely a little bit lower. And I think his armor and damage are pretty much the same. No adamantine stuff yet. Then we got Theo over here. Oh, he's got like a huge hammer or something. Yeah, he's starting to get some adamantine stuff. I still don't understand why his damage range is so big. I would think that this hammer would give him a lot of damage. No, I guess not. It gives him +7 damage. Oh yeah, like all the perks, none of the perks are towards damage. It's all towards like speed and critical chance and attack speed. And I guess that kind of goes for like everything he has, which is kind of funny. He is up to 3,000 health though. So I think his extra health will definitely give him an advantage. All right, and we'll see about Joe. Up to 70 damage, which I think is the most out of anyone. Then he's got 51% armor, 190% critical chance. So I think he's in a pretty good spot. His only downside is that his health is pretty low at like 2,200. So hopefully you can get that up. Year 900, we're so close. Frank is still on all steel, but he is up to 3,600 health. And then Cole still has the same stuff he had like 200 years ago. Very surprising. Up to 3,000 health though. I guess because he's level 12, he's been able to get some extra health. Theo, oh, he's the only one that I think got a bow. Yeah, so he's upgraded his stuff a little bit. He's got some adamantine boots as well as his armor, and he's got a steel legendary bow, which is actually super OP. It's got 18 range, 50% critical damage, 25 attack speed. So we'll see. I'm curious if that'll give him an advantage or a disadvantage, being the only one with a ranged weapon. And then Joe still has pretty similar stuff as he had before. I kind of wonder if at this point, like, they just have pretty much the best possible stuff they can get. And that's why we haven't really seen them change what they have, because I would think they would have adamantine stuff by now, but I think all these like legendary armor pieces are probably just better than adamantine. I mean, this one gives them 250 extra health and year 1000. Don't you dare hide from me, Frank.
I know you're in there.
I'm gonna try and not grab anyone else. If I accidentally do,
we're gonna have to kill them.
All right, Frank is ready. We'll grab Cole real quick. Then we'll get Theo. He's still the only one with a bow, I think, unless Joe got one, but I kind of doubt it because I think he just really likes his hammer. Oh crap, I grabbed so many people. Okay, we just want Joe. I don't care about any of you other people. In fact, you know, just go in the volcano. And then lastly, let's heal him up real quick. And I just want to do one last look to see where they're all at. And remember, it's too late to change your vote. Okay, we got Frank, still with the same loot he had 100 years ago, but up to 3,600 health, which is something else. 41 to 59 damage, 178% critical chance. So pretty good. Next, we got Cole. He's at 3,000 health, 36 to 52 damage. So a little bit lower damage, and then critical chance is high at 205%, and he's also got these nice boots. And next we got Theo, the only ranged class. He is up to 40 to 68 damage, 266% armor, which is really good. 211% critical chance. Then Joe, I think, has the highest damage, up to 70. 57% armor, which is good. 184% critical chance. And pretty high speed and attack speed. Obviously, his big downside is the fact that he definitely has the least health out of everyone, but I'm curious to see like how much that actually matters. And this should work if we just make them all mad. I was gonna send the kingdoms all to war, but I'm worried these people on the edge are just gonna shoot arrows like at the people in the middle. All right, I realize this is actually not gonna work anyways, because these guys on the outside are just gonna shoot them anyways if they're mad. So what I'm gonna do actually is maybe just like sink everything around the arena. So we'll just make sure we make like a huge space here. All right, now let the games begin. Because you got Joe and Frank facing off down here at the bottom. Oh, Joe's running away. He's going after Theo. Okay, yeah, I don't know if this bow is gonna work out super well for Theo. He's just getting pushed into the rocks here, but he's not doing too bad. Oh, Cole is like getting ganged up on. He's down to 17, 16, 15. Yeah, dang, Joe's down to 830. We got Cole down to like 1,000. Frank is still at 2,400, and then Theo's down to 1,000. So it might come down to Frank versus Theo. Oh man, and I feel like Cole I had the most faith in, and he's down. Oh, yep. Okay, Joe's out too. It's just Frank versus Theo. Yeah, I definitely didn't expect Joe to last very long. But to be fair, I mean, he lasted as long as Cole did. I think there's definitely a lot of chance into this. It kind of just depends on who attacks who. But it's looking like Theo might pull ahead here. He's still at 1,000. Meanwhile, Frank is down to 300. So let's go ahead and watch Frank. He's down to 200. 133, and yep, he's out. So Theo officially wins. Dang, yeah, that is definitely a surprise. Well, congratulations to whoever voted for Theo. You know, we spent 1,000 years making this guy like super OP. Let's just let's heal him up and let's just see what he can do. Like, maybe let's spawn like a few demons and see if he can like take them out. I feel like he can. Dang, wow. He can kill demons in 4 hits. That's wild. They're like not even gonna be able to make it to him. Yep, he got all the demons. Let's try like 10 bears. Maybe that's too much. How many is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he can kill him in 1 hit. Wow, he might actually be able to pull this off. He's just so freaking OP. Yeah, he's not even like losing any health. All right, let's up the ante here. Let's see if he can take on a few mages. I feel like this will be the thing to kill him. Okay, he's down to 1,700, 1,600. All right, well, maybe that's too much. All right, we'll see if he can take on 1 mage at least. I think he should be able to kill him in just a few hits. They're down. What else we got? Maybe a dragon. Could be interesting since he's a ranged guy. We'll try a few dragons in here. Ooh, okay. He's getting thrown around, but he's really not taking much damage. Now let's fast forward a little bit. Oh, he's got one of them down, and I think he can get the other one. Yeah. Can we like make him not mad? If we do like divine light, does that cure him of his madness? It does, but I wonder if like he can ever go back to his home colony. Okay, I guess he can. Well, anyways, rip all the other empires. They get to all die now.